SpaceX, Elon Musk's space company, has recently achieved something so great that it may help define its future. Aboard the Falcon 9 rocket, SpaceX managed to send its maiden passengers to space. The passengers were aboard the capsule known as the Crew Dragon. This was the first time that a privately owned space company accomplished something like this. In addition to the mission being the main point of attraction, something that caught everyone's eye was the new black and white spacesuits being worn by the astronauts. They were different from the normal orange suits that we were all used to. However, for those who have been following SpaceX, this was not such a big surprise to them. This is because the SpaceX Spacesuits, as they are referred to, have been in development for years. These new spacesuits have brought back the desire to explore space again, which has always been the dream of SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk. But what is it about these new spacesuits? Let us have a look and see. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to have a look at the new and improved spacesuits by SpaceX. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. And with that said, what do these new spacesuits have to offer? Stay tuned to find out. I'm very sure that a question we have all asked ourselves at one point or another is, why do astronauts need spacesuits? To answer your question, we shall first have a look at the types of spacesuits. Depending on the mission that the astronauts are going on, there are three different spacesuits. The first one is known as the Intravehicular Activity Spacesuit, or in short, the IVA. This suit is specifically for when the astronauts are inside the capsule. They are mostly used during the launch and the entry phases of the missions. The other type is the Extravehicular Activity Spacesuit, or EVA. This one is for outside the capsule where the environment does not support the survival of humans. The third type is the Intra-Extravehicular Activity Spacesuit. This spacesuit is multi-purpose. It can be worn both inside and outside the capsule. But why are spacesuits so important? Even without being told, you can probably guess that one of the most obvious purposes of spacesuits is safety. The environment in outer space is not as conducive as you would think. There are a lot of dangerous gases, radiation, and even extremely low temperatures that cannot support life. Since humans can only survive under specific conditions, that's where the spacesuit comes in. They are meant to create an atmosphere around the human body that enables humans to continue with their tasks with ease without feeling the strain of the environment around them. You can think of them as an artificial Earth around you. These spacesuits also have some chambers that can hold food and water for the astronauts. Astronauts are unable to leave their capsules without these spacesuits because they would perish in seconds. This is because of the lack of oxygen in outer space, among other factors. In addition to lacking oxygen, outer space does not have any pressure of any kind. Because of this, the fluids in the body, including the blood, would boil or freeze. When the blood boils, the skin, along with other vital organs, will expand, causing instant death. The new SpaceX spacesuits also play a huge role in protecting the astronauts against injury or even death caused by small flying meteorites or debris in outer space. The temperatures in outer space are quite extreme. They range from around -156 degrees Celsius to about 121 degrees Celsius. These temperatures are enough to kill anyone. That is where the spacesuit comes in. They are designed to protect astronauts from these harsh temperatures as they go about their missions. But what is the difference between the new SpaceX spacesuits and the old NASA spacesuits? If you haven't liked this video, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. The old spacesuits, though effective, seemed a little dull. They seemed plain and boring. That was up until last year when SpaceX introduced their spacesuits. They were sleek, light, fancy, and very attractive. The birth of these suits was a collaboration between SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, Joe Fernandez, a Hollywood costume designer, and NASA. These new suits have a great difference from the old NASA suits, which were referred to as the Advanced Crew Escape Suit, or ACES. These were the famous orange suits that astronauts wore on their journeys to space and back. These suits were introduced in 1994 when NASA was carrying out a mission, STS-64. They were supposed to be changed at the turn of the century and better ones brought in. Instead, they were recommissioned and remodified and then given the term Modified Advanced Crew Escape Suit, or MACES. How are these new spacesuits better than the orange pumpkin suits that were there before? Firstly, they are lighter. The sleek design simply demonstrates that they are lighter and more comfortable than the previous suits, ACES. They are said to be about 40% lighter than their previous suits. This even makes it easier for astronauts to get in and out of compared to the ACES, which required quite some time to wear. The helmets, which are lighter, glossier and silkier as compared to the previous helmets, are made through what we call 3D printing. They got the nickname bubble helmets because they resemble a bubble. The helmets have valves, microphones for communication and a retractable visor that, when need to be, can be locked into place. Another advantage of these new suits over the old ones is that they are easier and safer to use. The usage of these spacesuits was taken into consideration when they were being designed. These suits have been designed to ensure that they can function properly with little or no intervention from the astronaut. Once they board the capsule, all they have to do is plug the suit into an entry called the umbilical, and the suit will do the rest. We can guess where the name umbilical came from. It contains all the essentials that are required for the survival of the astronaut, including water, oxygen and food, among others. The suit also offers protection against depressurization. If the capsule depressurizes, then the suit will pressurize itself, ensuring that everything is delivered as it is supposed to be. By everything, I mean food, water and oxygen. The gloves of this suit are touchscreen sensitive. This means that the astronauts can operate touchscreens with ease, ensuring that they are accurate in everything they control. Accuracy is key in space, as one small mistake could be the end of them. To top it off, the suit can be worn in one piece. These new suits are stronger than the old ones. Bob Behnken was amongst the first people to try out this new SpaceX spacesuit. From a training perspective, he said that these suits have high enough fidelity that they can sit in a capsule and go through a scenario where the suits can inflate. According to Bob, such an experience can be used to prepare astronauts to withstand the demanding nature of their job. Bob went on to praise the new SpaceX suits, saying that they were a huge win for SpaceX. Before the suits were considered safe for use by the astronauts, they had to go through a thorough quality control check. First and foremost, they had to be tested to see how they functioned in zero gravity. This took place at the Zero Gravity Research Facility. After they passed that stage, the next test was on depressurization. Depressurization is when a spacesuit or capsule loses adequate pressure, causing it to malfunction. To test this function, they depressurized the capsule to see whether the suit would automatically pressurize itself. It had to be done to ensure that the spacesuit worked perfectly. After the suit passed all those tests, it was time to take it to the field. However, the test was not carried out with someone inside. They put the suit on a dummy and launched the dummy from the Falcon Heavy rocket. Shortly after, SpaceX launched another dummy called Ripley aboard the Crew Dragon as it completed its first unmanned spaceflight. Next, they had to test the comfortability and safety of the crew members. They hired 2 astronauts, Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, to test the new suits. During the testing of these suits, the astronauts donned the suits to ensure that they were safe with them. During the Demo 2 test flight to the International Space Station in May last year, the suits were tested. It should be noted that the spacesuits can only be used inside the capsule during the launch and return of the capsule. For outside activities, the astronauts have to make use of the Extra Mobility Units, or EMUs. What do you think of the new and improved SpaceX spacesuits? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Hit the bell icon to get notifications on new videos. Bye until next time.